Live from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it's the one, the only, the unexpected thrill of a lifetime podcast. I'm your host, Dan Fisher. Well, welcome back. We're coming to you live from the Trump train. Just kidding. We're coming to you live from the evil lab. We're being pulled by an old-fashioned steam train, a locomotive. We're coming around the bend. We've got a whole shipment of reasons for you to be happy and excited. That's right. The greatest time of your life has come again for this once a month period of a show. That's right. You've got your period again. All right. Never mind. But we're back with another episode of the Unexpected Thrill of a Lifetime podcast by The Evil Carousel. I'm your host, Dan Fisher. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm just so excited. You're back. You're back again with me for episode 29. That means we're almost at episode 30. And 30 is going to be a hell of a show, let me tell you. So it's the show that you didn't think that you thought that you knew. You found out about this show somehow, maybe from a sticker that you found around town, maybe online. Maybe somebody was talking shit about it and saying how bad this podcast is. Well, that's fine. At least somebody's talking about it. All right, let's get these trains out of here and let's get excited for the opening of the show.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Yeah, let's go. Okay, well, that's enough of that. But anyway, we've got a lot of great stuff going on today. We've got Philly news, we've got, FFN news, as always. If we didn't, we would literally be sued. That's right, there's a line of lawyers going right out the door, and at any moment, if we don't bring up FFN news, we're going to jail. We've got the beef, got my album of the week, and a personal goal of mine. And all of that is coming up today only on the show. All right. Well, that was pretty fun, wasn't it? You're kind of getting I'm not going to say a look behind the curtain, but, you're hearing the inner workings of the show going on. And you're thinking, well, this is kind of nice. Welcome back, everybody. I have a lot of things to talk about. First and foremost, something diabolical and sort of groundbreaking has happened to me. I've had the realization listening back to this podcast, and some of you are going to go, "Oh my God, finally!" But I say and a lot, and normally I wouldn't bring this up, but that is the goal of this episode, is to cut down on the, sort of the filler words, if you will. And you might, and you might as well shall. So anyway, this thing that happened to me that was so profound, it literally changed my life and reworked the inner core of my mind. I had... Can I get a drum roll, please? No, we can't. We don't have a drum roll noise. But here it comes. I tried the space flavored Coke. the Starlight, the limited edition. And let me tell you, personally, I like the Space Coke. That's right. That might be controversial. I know some of you out there are thinking, well, I can't have it unless it's sugar-free or it's diet. Diet is bad for you. And honestly, if I were a betting man, I'd say more people than not would say, I like the Space Coke. It's called Starlight, and the label makes me happy. Well, that's good. That's good for all of us. So those are pretty much my two main things about me right now. I'm in a pretty good state of mind. I'm pretty happy lately. Got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things in the pipe, but that's pretty much the About Me section. I don't know why I put an About Me section in this week's script, but that's all that we have time for with that song. It's getting a little repetitive. Next we're going to go to the next. Okay, I'm not going to start doing all this filler stuff. Next we're going to start talking about Philly news. You know, if you live near Philly, or you come to Philly, or you're planning on coming to Philly, or whatever, we have some some things that are going on in Philly, and it's pretty exciting. Well, the city just announced this new project. You might be familiar with the Penn's Landing area of the city along the waterfront. Everybody wants to live in their glass high-rises along the river, and dine on a little deck boat or a yacht or whatever. But they're expanding the Penn's Landing area to make it 4 times the size that it is now. It's going to, I don't know if it's going to somehow be integrated with Columbus Boulevard or not, but it's actually going to grow out and cover part of 95, so that way that'll be more in kind of like a tunnel, and there's going to be a park going above it. It's going to have sort of like an outdoor slash outdoor amphitheater type thing, and there'll probably be a bar or something around there, and the park area is going to be, hold on, there's a train coming, we're going to have to wait this one out. The Symphony of Steam, as it's called on YouTube. Check it out. It's the greatest sounding locomotives in the UK by Marsh Steam Videos. Imagine that. He has 21,000 subscribers. Imagine having a YouTube channel only about steam train. Okay, whatever. I guess anything's possible, right? Also in Philly news, Philly is getting its own cryptocurrency. Just kidding, it's not. And I don't want it to have one. And I just honestly still don't really fully understand crypto. And you don't have to explain it to me. That's fine. It's not something I'm asking of you. What else? While we're on the subject of outdoor fun in the new spring weather, where's this bird coming from? I'm hearing bird noises. Oh god, another train's coming. All right, I'm gonna move this along. There's some more beer gardens coming back to the city. South Street Beer Garden. It was a big hit last year, and through the first year of the pandemic, first and second year of the pandemic. I think we're in year 3 now, so I'm just gonna say we're in year 3, and if not, well, I'm not looking to be corrected. Said it again, but so we got these beer gardens coming back to Independence Park Beer Garden, the South Street one. There's a lot of new restaurants opening up. I'm going to kind of touch on a little bit of that later. There is no pizza tour this week because I actually started a new job. You may have heard me reference Pizzeria Badia several times over the show. And now I feel like it would be unprofessional of me to continue rating pizza, because now I am a line cook at Pizzeria. And come on in sometime. Amazing food. It's just won't disappoint. But that's kind of what's going on with me. That's what's going on with Philly right now. You know, the weather's changing. Pretty soon the cherry blossoms are going to be coming out. You know, so you might want to head to the Japanese Tea House or up towards the Fairmount and you know, or Fremont if you're from outer space, that area. And a lot of trains going by today, folks. But just bear with me. Just bear with me. Yes, that's right. I just slapped the conductor for not giving me an extra meal portion. So I think that's all that we have going on there. I think next we're going to start talking about a little bit of FFN news. As I told you before, it is against the law for me to not mention it. You know, our sponsors will pull out. And why pull out when you can finish strong? So now we're going to, you know, kind of transition out of that really nice sounding music. And we are going to head into FFN News. But before we get to FFN News, we have to talk about our sponsor. This week's FFN News is brought to you by... This week's FFN News is brought to you by Kitchen Bitchin', the new cooking competition TV show, only on Evil Carousel TV. That's right, this week the contestants will have all of their kitchen making utensils taken away except for one toilet plunger. That's right, this plunger has never been used in any capacity in any kind of restroom or a lavatory capacity. It is not used or found on the side of the road or come from any junkyard, but they will be given a fresh, brand new plunger with a wooden handle and a rubber head, and contestants will either have to use the handle as sort of a rolling pin or to kind of stab or crush through things, and the bottom of the plunger, the sort of bowl-shaped end, will be could be used for a liquid carrying vessel, or for various uses. But that is this week's twist. Don't mean to give anything away, but our viewership is so low that we kind of need to give the twist in the ad to bring you in, because people hear that and they go, oh, I gotta see this. That's right, it's Kitchen Bitchin' on Evil Carousel TV, and you can be the 5th person to view this experience if you tune in at 4:35 a.m. on April 4th. I don't know, the date doesn't really fucking matter, does it? All right, well, you know the drill. With all the news being called fake nowadays, you know, oh, it's fake news. Oh, I don't like what they're saying, and they don't agree with the viewpoint that I've been carefully molded into just saying yes to my whole life. With all of the news being called fake today, now there's the real fake news. That's right, it's FFN News. Yes, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm your host, Dan Fisher, and let's get into the news. FFN News, NFL. Tampa Bay Buccaneers coach Bruce Arians announces an Aries season retirement, prompting some major Brady blowback. That's right, there's a lot of drama swirling around that bunch down there, and in a related story, tight end member Gronk just won the award for the Family Man Award for co-hosting the Kids' Choice Awards. You know, we'll all be real excited to see that. FFN News Florida. Prepare yourself for the new Disney versus DeSantis reality movie that's going to start playing out, where you have pretty much the forces of, I guess light and dark, which is pretty suggestive. But, if you're going to do battle with somebody whose name is DeSantis, I mean, you better You better be prepared because that sounds a lot like Satanist. But whatever you do, don't say gay, apparently. FFN News Oscars. Our next story involves the Smith family. No, not the band. The Smiths. Will Smith. It turns out after the Chris Rock slap face scandal, Will Smith now says that he wished he would have just slapped his wife's ass instead. She probably would have enjoyed that a little better. I don't know who's writing these days, but yeah, that sounds controversial, but I'm gonna roll with it. FFN News, Russia. Vladimir Putin is apparently getting bad info on the war and everything going on. In a related story, we as a country keep getting bad information from Russia, so maybe that's the problem. Maybe it starts at the top. FFN News, Republicans. No, wait, I'm sorry. Let's cut that back. FFN News, Pharmaceuticals. Republican orgies is the weirdest part in the view of a 26-year-old conspiracy theorist in a wheelchair. In other news, I don't see how an orgy can be that fun for a guy in a wheelchair. Although I guess if you watch Forrest Gump, you know, Lieutenant Dan, you know, he made it happen. But okay, so on our final story, at a head Republicans organize a cocaine orgy. You might have seen this in the news, and apparently they were all stood up by Vladimir Putin, who didn't show up for the orgy. I guess he got wrong information about when it was starting. And lastly, tonight we have FFN News Space. We like to talk about space a lot on the show, like Saturn and James Webb and things like that. Well, now Coca-Cola has come out with a soda that you can only drink in space. That's right, kids, get your skateboards and get your Coke, because you're only drinking this sucker up in the heavens, y'all. Boy, I don't know where that came from, but that was a lot of fun. So that's pretty much everything that we have for you tonight. We don't have any Chihuahua news, unfortunately. We do have another train coming through South Africa, but join us next time for FFN News and all the laughs. That's right. You know, people say to me, they say, Dan, what is this FFN News? I see this all the time with a gold star on it. I see it on your Instagram. What the hell is that? And I say, listen, with all the news being called fake today, this is the real fake news. We come up with news that's actually fake. It's a twist and a turn on, you know, the low-hanging fruit in the news. Of course I'm gonna... Hold on. Of course I'm gonna yell, of course I'm gonna make fun of the guy who's 26 and he, you know, is a Nazi lover and he loves conspiracy theories and he likes to bash Joe Biden oh my god, this fucking train. Oh my god. Well, you know what I'm saying. Whatever. You get it. It's the real FFN News. You know what. You know what it is. Alright, this is part of the show that we call the beef. Sometimes I like to make my voice heard a little bit more on this one. So we're going to open up the rafters. We're going to open up the, you know, whatever. It's the beef. This part of the show, you know, we don't have pizza to talk about anymore. So this is the meat or the beef of the show, and I say that shit every time. With so much talk about Russia lately, I was reflecting on a few years ago. I went with my girlfriend and her sister and her sister's boyfriend to this Russian spa, and it was a really, really interesting experience. You know, there were cool parts of it, like there were saunas and there were you know, ice baths and people were slapping each other with sticks and leaves of eucalyptus. And we were in this one room on the second floor, and this is exactly how I remembered it. It's like it looked like a cave. It smelled like feet. Everything was made of concrete. The food was like food from a low-income school cafeteria. The ceiling was dripping on me, and I was surrounded by big screen TVs with Fox News on it, while men and women everywhere in this place were eye-fucking me and my girlfriend, and it was really uncomfortable. But looking back on it, they always say the future gets darker, but as the past gets away, it looks brighter and brighter. I think that it's one of those things that just becomes more true as life goes on. You'll see, young grasshopper. Next thing I have to talk about is, and here you're just gonna listen to me now rant a little bit about a few things. This is what I'm ranting about. No, it's not like that, but Alec Baldwin, man, he's a weird dude all of a sudden. I used to really enjoy, his Trump impression. But he posted this picture of a cathedral in Rome, I think it was, and he wrote, "Today I was." Hold on, let me turn this music down a little bit. There we go. He's like, "I was in a cathedral in Greece. That's in Rome, or whatever." And he's like, "I'm admiring this church," when all of a sudden a bunch of paparazzi come in and surround me. He's like, "I quickly ran out as not to be disrespectful to the cathedral, but what if iPhones were around during the crucifixion?" It's like what are you saying? Like, paparazzi chasing you in a cathedral is kind of like Jesus being nailed to the cross. I mean, I don't know what he was trying to say there, but he's been taking such a weird turn ever since that. He's been getting a little rusty ever since he was on the. I'm just gonna back that up. He's been getting a little rusty ever since he's been on the set of Rust. He shot that person, and there was an interview on Entertainment Tonight a few nights after, and he looked really uncomfortable. He probably was like coked up or something. And they're like, did you shoot her? And he's like, "Well, she and I have this interesting thing in common where we both thought the gun was unloaded." And it's like, so what are you saying there? Like, are you like I don't know. It just seems like he was answering the question backwards, and I didn't understand it. But whatever. That's all I got on that. This week I made some in my Foodheim cookbook. I know I've talked about it before, but my orange chicken, I made it with thighs this time, like it says, instead of white meat. And let me tell you, it was really, really delicious. It was awesome. Pick up your copy of Foodheim, and if Eric Wareheim likes it enough, he will repost it on his Instagram. That's right, I had a nice picture of my orange chicken. I submitted it, and he put it on his story like a fucking badass. So that made me feel good. This is just a silly story. I was at work at my new job. Not gonna say many specifics about it, other than it's, in my opinion, the best job I've ever had. But there's a Bluetooth speaker while we're, prepping up materials to cook with for the day. And, people take turns jumping on it and playing some music. And this guy goes on, and he starts playing. The first song is "I Like Big Butts and I Cannot Lie. You other brothers can't deny." We're listening to that. We're like, okay, whatever. And then he starts to play "Shake Your Moneymaker." Shake, shake your moneymaker. So we're like, okay. And then he starts playing, what? man, of course I'm drawing a blank right now, but I can't remember. But basically, he was playing an entire playlist of ass shaking songs. Like every song had to do with ass shaking, and I asked him, or big butts, or like I can't think of it now, but there's like 10 songs out there that have to do with shaking what they've got and all this, and it just baffled me, and I said, this is literally a playlist about asses, and the guy said, well, what else is there? And I said, you're right. I don't know what else there is. And that leads me to my next point. This is a great segue, and I promise this really wasn't planned at all. I literally just thought of this. But my album of the week this week, classic movie with Christopher Guest and all the rest, is Spinal Tap. And they have a song called Big Bottom. And it's like everybody in the band is playing bass, and they're like, big bottom, big... Oh, no, the bigger the cushion, the sweeter the pushing. That's what I said. Bam, 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 bam. The looser the waistband, the deeper the quicksand. Or so I have read. My baby fits me like a pink tuxedo. Oh, no, wait. My baby fits me like a flesh tuxedo. I wanna sink her with my pink torpedo. Big bottom, talk about mud flaps, my girl's got 'em. I didn't play the song because obviously this would be taken down from like YouTube and stuff like that, so did not want to do that, but yeah, so it's a great song. They have every song on that is amazing, like Sex Farm, working on a sex farm, plowing through your bean field, bothering your livestock and poking your hay. Sex farm woman, I'll be your helping hand. It's just amazing writing. And then who can forget Tonight I'm Gonna Rock You. Tonight I'm going, how does it go? Little girl with a big blue world, but there's only one of me. It's so awesome. Alrighty, let's move on here. My dream of the week. I had a dream this week that my mom was in it, and it was the first time she's ever been in a dream of mine. And I said, hey Mom, I got this new Coke that I want you to try. This is a true story. And she said, new Coke? What are you talking about? And I said, I have this Coke that tastes like space. And she's like, what do you mean? And she's like staring at the label, and I'm like, come on, try it. It's really good. And she's like, no, I don't want to try it. I'm like, come on, you gotta try it. It's just take a sip. And she refused to try it. And then the dream was over, and I just was like, what the hell was that about? So, if there's one thing you take away from episode 29 of this podcast, it's try one of these damn Cokes. Wow, and I just said that at minute almost 29. How about that? Alright, so we got just a few segments left. I really like this music. You've been hearing it for a while. I guess I'll transition to something else quick. That does not compute, said the robot. Oh, there. Keep It Moving. I think that's what this song is. Is this one what I think it is? Yeah, it is. Okay, this one. All right. Sorry for all this behind the curtain unprofessionalism. I'm really trying to work on it. Boy, I didn't realize the music was turned down that long, but that's okay. Anyway, a little bit of jokes for you. Well, this isn't really a joke, but what's the deal with mustaches. I feel like mustaches are coming back in a big way, and men are wearing them like they're in an 80s porno. And the only thing that I can think of is that A, they're just trying to completely look like a different person than they were before the pandemic, or B, maybe if they're not getting any sex, maybe they're just growing the mustache to just try and be in a porno one day. I don't know. I don't understand, but it just seems really random to me. But okay. Another big thing we got going on is the stickers. Okay, season 1 stickers. Now I know if you go on Spotify or something, this might say that it's season 2 or season 3. I don't even know. We're trying to correct it. But the reality is that it's been 1 year of the podcast so far. The first 26 episodes were part of year 1. Now we're making stickers to represent year 1. So you might have seen on our Instagram at Evil Carousel, we have stickers. They're all around Philly. If you want one, you can get in touch with me and basically just say, I want them, and I'll know what you mean. Well, we've got 3 stickers. We've got the Evil Carousel the Evil Carousel YouTube sticker. We've got the new Unexpected Thrill of a Lifetime beachy scene sticker. That one's classy. That's fun. And then we have the Space Reptilian. I forget what that one's called. The Space Reptilian, I think, but it's basically like a reptilian in a pink sweatshirt in front of space. So you can kind of just connect all those dots yourself if you want. A little bit of comedy here for you. I was walking outside the Penn hospital system, and I thought to myself, wow, this place is hospitals. They're so sanitary, it's so clean, everything's, in order and everything. And I thought, man, this is a really sanitary place, And then I looked at it, and the word hospital literally has the word spit right in the middle of it. It just seems unsanitary. And in other news, a pony, walks into a bar, and the bartender slides him a glass of water across the bar, and the pony takes it and drinks it. Why did he do that? How did the bartender know? Because he was a little horse. And lastly, there's tomatoes sitting there in the fridge, and all of a sudden the tomato starts to turn red. Why did the tomato start to turn red? Because he saw the salad dressing. Wow, that was fantastic. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. This was episode 29. We made it to about 35 minutes in the show. I had a great time. I hope you did too. Like I said, if you want some stickers, just reach out. You can pretty much get them for free. All we ask is for a slight donation, so maybe like $5 or something. And then I could mail them out and then, not have to dig into my own change purse for this. There's going to be more things to come, more stickers and stuff. Keep your eyes peeled if you live in the city. If you don't, whatever. Stay positive out there. It's Aries season, so things are going to be a little bit challenging. But if you're a Libra or, you're staying strong, hopefully you can, navigate through that without too much problem. Thanks for putting up with the symphony of steam train engines. I like to kind of give a shout out to YouTubers who make their whole page about noises, man. Try a space Coke.